Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Dave's Empire 1981 for another unboxing video. As you can see, arrayed in front of you is the majority of my Green Lantern collection, most of which are McFarlane toys. That's just because we've been getting so many of them, and I like them. They're affordable and findable for the most part. But today, specifically, we're going to talk about the Kilowog, Kyle Rayner, and Hal Jordan. These ones, this Kilowog here is being replaced. This one's going to go in a different thing because I finally got the Kilowog and Kyle Rayner 2-pack. I'm going to move these guys around a little bit because I'm going to put the box up here. Yeah, I finally got that 2-pack. And I picked up the gold label Hal Jordan with the shiny green paint. So we're going to take a look at those today. I think first I'll do the 2-pack. So I can make a little room for it up here on the shelf. We're going to move Kilowog to the side. Let's put Kyle down here. It's fine. You know what? Let's just move everybody. Move these guys off to the side. I got those guys recently at Hidden Temple Toys in Selma, North Carolina. Real nice little shop. If you're in the area, check it out. Had to reach down to the floor for this guy. Oh, yeah. Kilowog and Kyle Rayner 2-pack. Kilowog and Green Lantern, as they say. It is a gold label. You can kind of see it there. Excuse me. He's looking big and beefy. You got the lantern. You got the constructs. You got his lantern. He's got a weapon in there. There's a big old hammer hiding in the back there. Some swords. We've seen him before. We've seen all of his bits and pieces before, and I'll show that when we get to it. You all know the boxes. They don't really need to see the side, but Kilowog and Green Lantern. There's the artwork on the back. Get a bit of John Stewart down here. Kilowog's chatting to him. That looks straight 90s there. That makes me happy. Let's start cracking this set open, huh? What do you think? Let me find the blade I want to use. This one. Yeah, I know I could go into the bottom and there'll be less tape to keep it closed, but I like going through the top. Pop that tab. I'm going to turn it back around so I can watch it come out of the box. Pay no attention to the dust. It's been sitting here for a couple weeks. Let's see if I can get this out of here. Oy. Oy, it's a chunky boy. Chunky, chunky, chunky. I'm actually going to set that on the floor for a moment. We're going to take a look at the card back there, because that's one I might actually keep. It's a really nice space scene here. Let's get the cards off it. Trying to cut the plastic without destroying the cards. I think I just cut the card a little bit, so I'm just going to take the plastic off of the back. No, only slightly damaged the card back. Let's see. There's Kilowog, Green Lantern Corps. Real name, not a N-A. Whatever that means, I forget. A brilliant geneticist on his home world of Bolivax, Vic Kilowog was proud to serve as Green Lantern of Sector 674. Following the destruction of his planet during the events of Crisis on Infinite Earths, Kilowog found purpose training new Green Lantern recruits, teaching essential tools to survive the most dangerous job in the universe. It's pretty cool. I've been waiting for a real nice Kilowog, and I think this set has provided me one. And would you look at that? That background planet is actually Mogo. Sweet. That mean we're gonna get a McFarlane Toys Mogo? There's a card. Very cool artwork. Real name, Kyle Rayner. During one of the Green Lantern Corps' darkest hours, young artist Kyle Rayner was chosen to be the universe's lone Green Lantern by a guardian of the universe named Ganthet. The torchbearer for all the Green Lantern Corps would become, in the future. Kyle Rayner went on to master all 7 colors of the emotional spectrum, the only lantern to ever truly accomplish such a feat. That's pretty dope. We're going to put the card over here with the Kilowog one. Now, should we get to the figures? I think so. Pick this big hunk of plastic off the floor. Let's see, are the accessories strapped in? They are in fact strapped in. Sweet. Alright. Start cutting tapes and retrieving accessories, huh? Alright, there's one. Alright, put the knife down. Get these swords out carefully, of course. Don't want to damage anything. Now, big difference between these accessories for Kyle and the other ones are their slightly different colors. So, slightly different wavelength of green, I guess you could say. Come on, you fucking lantern. There it is. Let's rescue his hand out of here. Alright. We'll flip this guy over and start getting the straps unstrapped. And trying to be very careful so I don't stab myself or cut myself on camera again. It's been a while since I've done that, but I have. One more for Kyle. And then we'll start working on The big green guy over here. I'm doing the hammer. Okay. This one here. Where does that one even attach? I think that's all in the torso. Yeah, let's get the feet. Now, I didn't grab any of the other mega figs to compare size to, but Kilowog is most assuredly in the mega fig size range. This Kyle there. Right there. Alright. That was all of that. Let's look at this Kyle first. His accessories. Them into the lantern. It's in a darker green. But it is the exact same lantern as that one. Let's set that to the side. He comes with a grip / trigger hand. Could have just been a regular grip. Would have been fine. There's this one in a it's like a dark light green. It's strange strange shade of green. That one back there is like a brighter, vibrant one. This sword has been seen in other packs as well. And this great big honking sword here, a darker translucent green, is the exact same thing as that big yellowish green one back there. So these are just going to be placed right there. Now this Kyle has a smirky face like that one back there, but he has the colors of the other greens, the darker greens of those guys, and the same basic setup and accessories or look as the, I believe this gold label one. So yeah, bit of mix and match, but that's okay. We're here for Kilowog anyway. We all know the articulation, so we don't really need to go over that. So I'm just going to get him in a standing position, and then I'm going to leave him alone. So now I have 3 Kyle Rayners. That's okay because I have multiple uses for Kyle. I'll take a little sip of my drink here. Sprite. All right. Moving along to Kilowog now. A quick overview. I'm going to zoom in for details. Look at that beautiful face. Nice pinky flesh tone bubblegum range green. Pink rather. Amazing amount of detail on the suit. Then multiple different colors of green here. There's weathering, which is very cool. It's like head to toe texture, except a few little strips to highlight parts. Big chunky boots. There's the focus. Very nice. I love the giant chunky ring on his hand. Head to toe texture on this guy. And he is heavy. I'm going to bring the camera down a little bit. I almost forgot to show you his accessories. His lantern is suitably big and chunky to go along with his big chunkiness. It's going to look great displayed with him. Looks like it was built with the two caps, or a cap, or maybe it was molded all in one. Hard to tell. And then the other accessory, get these little plastic tabs out of the way. The other accessory is a giant hammer. Looks like a giant meat tenderizer. Green Lantern logo molded into both sides. Very cool. Nice wrapped detailed handle there. Chunky pommel. I like that. I like a good hammer. Let's check out Kilowog's articulation. I think he's going to be a fun one to try to get to stand. Maybe? Let's get his head. Let's see. He's got a ball joint in there. Oh yeah. Kilowog's eyes are deep set in there, but they're nice and red. Maybe you can see that. But not a lot of up and down on his head. A little bit up, a little bit down, that's about it. Plenty of turning. Just the upper torso, he can do that. Using the lower, he can go a little more. You can go quite a bit back, but you get all the gaps. Let's see. Got a butterfly in there. Up to there. This one's a little bit looser than the right, but that's alright. You can drop down, you can shrug. Biceps, elbows. Now it looks like single elbows. Yeah, single elbow, but that's alright. All the texture you can want on the hands. He doesn't have any alternate hands. There's a one fist, one grip. The grip is to hold the handle or the lantern, or the hammer or the lantern, in and out. He cannot hold both accessories at the same time. So that's a bit of a bummer. Everything functions well so far. Kilowog split there. You can probably go a little farther, but I'm not going to push the issue. No thigh cut, but there is a little bit of wiggle there. Double jointed knees. Get to there. No boot cut. McFarlane chunky ankles. Good ratchet. I like the larger figs that have a good stiff ankle. A little bit of pivot there. Toe articulation. Same on this side. Chunky stiff ankle. Toe articulation. I really like this guy. He is a big chunky bastard. This is the new one for the shelf. Absolutely. Let's get his hammer in his hand. Let's see if I can make that happen. His fingers are just squishy enough that you can work that handle around into his hand, like so. Yeah, you want to be able to see that hammer. Hell yeah. Let's get Kilowog up on the shelf here where he belongs. That's a beautiful figure. I like that one a lot. Hear the heathen children outside, maybe? Screaming like some freaking baby hyenas. So this one, as cool as he is, gets set back to the bin for a different display later. This is my Kilowog for my display now. Big, beautiful bastard that he is. I think that's about it for the 2-pack. What do you think of the set, folks? Did you get it from Amazon? Pretzel. I'm glad I did. I waited a while on it. I waited for a decent sale price. I think I paid 40-ish bucks for it, which is way better than 60 or 70 plus. But now, let's turn our attention to the shiny metallic green Hal Jordan, huh? Get Kyle's hands out of here. Looks like we've seen that body before. We've seen these constructs as well. He does not come with a lantern, which is always strange to me. Green Lantern, Hal Jordan from Green Lanterns. Awesome artwork on the back. Love that image. Let's get him out here. I had to have this one mostly because he was shiny metallic green. And even in a host of other Green Lanterns on a shelf, you still want one to stand out once in a while. And that's going to be this one. And who knows? Maybe I'll take my head and put it on this body instead. I'll explain that right now. There's my head back here. Custom 3D scanned and printed head on same body as that one there. But maybe I'll make it the shiny green one. I don't know yet. Let's get the card and the stand out. Box on the floor. Card. Standard disc stand with one peg. We've all seen them millions of times. There's the card. Real name, Hal Jordan. Years of confronting evil and saving billions of lives have taught how that power and will are worthless without empathy and a sense of purpose. Nice little right up there. There he is. Everything is strapped in, so let's get to cutting those straps, huh? Now, with having seen the constructs before, I think it would have been really, really fun if they would have changed the colors of them again. Either be more metallic or be a little more unique than what we're seeing here. Let's see. We're going to reach this one from the front. Alright, I think that's all of them. Blade safety. On the floor. There he is. I'm going to go with this boxing glove looking fist construct first. Molded in dark green with the Green Lantern logo. Kind of like a fire flame looking effect. It is meant to mimic a boxing glove. Go in the right fist only. Pretty sweet. Looks like there's kind of a peg. You can maybe take the hand off, make it work better. I don't know. The jetpack, molded in dark green as well. I have one on the figure I have my head on. Very cool. Here is the Hal Jordan. Windswept hair. The mask that stands off his face quite a bit. Also in metallic green. We'll do a comparison side to side here. You will see that they are identical. With one exception. Can you see that exception, guys? Let's see. He does not come with alternate hands. He has a fist on either one. There's no grip hand, no trigger hand. The bodies look to be exactly the same. They are smooth. They got all the same details, except this one is metallic. Even the backs are exactly the same, but that bright, shiny metallic green really does something for me. Now, the obvious, let's see if I can zoom the correct direction. Obvious difference is the head. That's the first head there. Pretty nice. This one is completely different. It's even different than the other one here. I like this head quite a bit, so I don't know if I'm going to replace it with mine or not, but I really like the shiny green. Look down quite a bit. Look up pretty well. All the range of motion you can expect from a ball joint. Pretty much the entire thing is identical to any other one that you've seen so far. But I'm playing with it because it is shiny. And I like shiny. Let's get him into a good pose here. How about it? This one's a fighting one. So let's see. Since he's got the jetpack, let's put the jetpack on him. Why the hell not? Pegs into the back just the same. Always got to lean them slightly forward when they got the jetpacks on. Not that far forward. Maybe I'll just take that off. That's the only really annoying thing about McFarlane figures for me. Finding that sweet spot between the knees and the ankles and everything else. Once you find it for each figure, I think they stand just fine. But the finding of it can be annoying. God, he looks good in that green, doesn't he? Well, folks, that is the Kilowog Kyle Rayner 2-pack, and that is the gold label Green Lantern Hal Jordan in shiny metallic green paint. I think more figures should come in shiny metallic green paint. And just for giggles, I might repaint one myself. Just for grins. I've got paint and a will, so maybe I'll do that. What do you think, guys? Do you think the shiny metallic paint and the different head was worth the new figure? I think it was. It makes a little literal shining bright spot on the shelf. The Kyle Rayner 2-pack with Kilowog. The Kilowog is absolutely a star of it. One thing would have been nice would be slightly more articulation in the head and neck. Opening jaw would have been dope. Alternate hands would have been really cool, but so far none of the Mega Figs have come with alternate hands to my knowledge. But yeah, I dig it. Pretzel break. Yeah, well, I think that'll about do it for this video. What do you think? Should I end it here? Maybe. Perhaps I'll keep going. I got one more figure. Just for giggles. Since I'm filming this on Christmas, I'm going to add one more figure to the video. We're going to do this Green Lantern right here. McFarlane Collector Edition Green Lantern. It is the platinum, so alternate colorway. I think it would have been really nice to have found the regular one, but I'm not going to complain. I've only seen this one twice. Green Lantern from Green Lanterns. Number 26 in that series. There's some artwork on the back. Might be a tease for that character. Who knows? This is the first, excuse me. Well, avalanche. Well, as I was saying, this is the first McFarlane figure that I've gotten that has faceplates instead of alternate heads. So that'll be interesting to mess around with. Trying to get these to stand back up without avalanching again. Come on, Jet. How about it? And that was the fault of the new Hal Jordan, I believe. Unless I bumped him with the box. There we go. I may have bumped him with the box. Hopefully that will not fall over again. As I was saying, that's the first one of that. This series that I've had that has faceplates instead of 3 alternate heads. So this will be my test to see if I like faceplates on McFarlane figures. Generally, I prefer having a whole separate head. So, we'll see. I'll tell you guys straight up that I'm not super familiar with this version of the character Green Lantern. I believe his name was Simon Baz. But I'm sure the card will say so. Yeah, some of you will say, why are you opening a platinum? And I'll say, because it's mine, I can do what I want. Yep. Another avalanche. Alright. Let's get these guys stood back up. Shiitake. Yeah, that's gonna be annoying, isn't it? That just means that I need to put him on a stand. For now. For the rest of this video, you're being punished and being put on a stand. And if you fall over with that, then I'd be surprised. Where was I? Ah, yes, the card. That there. Let me get the stand off of here. I like how the collector edition stands come with the DC logo in metallic silver. Same artwork as the box. Yep, Simon Baz. This one is long. You can read that if you like. I'm going to put that back here with that. Put that stand up here. Alright, these constructs are all strapped in. His faces are taped in. Yeah, I don't know. I know a lot of import companies do face plates. I guess it saves plastic or space in the package for other things. I don't know. Undecided if I like face plates. I think sometimes for expediency of photography, it's probably easier just to have completely separate heads. Pop it off, pop the other one on, go on about your photo shoot, as opposed to popping the head off, wiggling the faceplate in and out. I don't know. cradle on the floor. Little plastic doodads. Let's take a look at his accessories first. What do you think? This one's like a armored fist. That's a really nice accessory. I like that quite a bit. It comes with a lantern. All lanterns should come with a lantern. You can never have enough of them. He comes with a mallet or hammer. I like the lighter yellow-green of these constructs. There's a giant drill. A drill fist. It also looks like the right fist. New constructs for the display. Always appreciated. Let's get his face plates. It's kind of a slight smirk, like, yeah. One peg in the back to squish into the face hole. This one's a angry, smiley face. This one's a little bit strange, but I like it. The head that comes on the body is just an angry man. His right arm is either tattooed or burnt, scarred. And like I said, I don't know the character. It's probably a thing. This deco is different than the standard release. He does not have any alternate hands. Trigger finger left hand, fist right. He's got somewhat of a tattoo there in green on his right arm. Smooth torso other than the paint. It's a pretty nice figure overall. Let's check out his articulation. He can look down that far. He can look up that far. Better than some. Let's see. Goes all the way past the jaw for the faceplate. Butterflies. Looks like pretty standard articulation for McFarlane figures. Double jointed elbows, gets to the bicep and stops. Green for the ring there. Looks like this torso is shared with possibly that one there. Yeah, that looks right. Let's see. Adjust the ankles a little bit. Put him in the Sam Beckett. T-pose. You know what I said earlier about finding just the right body position to stand them? That's the same with this one. T-pose. Let's go over his... Put that fist nice and snug in there. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Get the other one with the drill. It probably goes along with the story. That one doesn't quite want to work in there. That one maybe will take the hand off. Maybe I won't, because that looked like it was going to break it. This one... maybe that one's meant for this side. Who knows? Nope. I don't want to jam that fist on there, so I'm not gonna. The hammer accessory will go into the other hand. You just have to work the fingers a little bit. And my fingers. Making a liar out of me, fingers. Everybody knows the pain of that. Well, he holds it fine. So, I like the hammer, so he'll probably hang on to that. He'll probably have the hammer and this fist when I finally get him on display. But for now, let's get his head off. Oh, we don't need to get the head off. Look at that. The faceplate just pops right off of there. So, at least on this figure, I don't know about other ones with faceplate. I don't know about the Huntress. But with this one, you just kind of get your thumbnail behind the jaw, and the head will, or the faceplate will just pop right off. I don't hate it. I still would rather extra heads, but I don't hate that. Now you gotta decide which face I like the most. I'm not a... It's okay. The smirk. Nah. I think I'll take the smirk back off. The full smile. It's not bad looking. Let's go back to the one that came on him in the package, shall we? The angry one. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's going to stay with the angry one. I would imagine, though, if you swap the faceplates enough, you will eventually wear out the pegs or the peg hole inside and screw it up. Yeah, that looks awesome. This is a real nice figure. I like it quite a bit. But, as I said, let me get that hammer back in his hand. Now, these constructs might have a story purpose for existing. I'll find that out in time when I eventually get to the comics that feature this character. But for now, Simon Baz has been added to my Green Lantern collection. Get his faceplates there. I'll find a slightly better standing position for him later, because he's leaning and wanting to fall over. Alright folks, now that I would say is the end of this video. I don't have any more Green Lanterns to unbox at this time, although there are some coming that I will eventually have. Specifically the Guy Gardner. I will most definitely be getting one of him. Maybe two. I don't know. Probably one. He will also replace a previous figure to go in one collection on the shelf, and he will be moved into a different one. But, ladies and gentlemen, in brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, Green Lantern's light. Deuces.